What's going on, everybody? Chrome on Rust here. We're going to be talking about, of course, what went down in Season 7 and what's going to be going down in Season 8. Alright, the video's over. That's pretty much all that went down in Season 7 for me. There's nothing really going to be happening in Season 8. I will see you all later. Chrome on Rust for Core Gaming. I'm out of here. Like, subscribe if you would. And, of course, as always, you all have a great day. Okay, but in all seriousness, for myself, Season 7 wasn't very exciting. I really, I pushed. I got my, well, I didn't push. That's just it. I didn't push. I pushed to get my stash tab. Like the stash tab for me in Season 7 was pretty much endgame. Was really happy to get that. I have 9 stash tabs now. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Because next season, I'm going to be getting that 10th stash tab. This is the first season in Season 7 that I really haven't pushed at all to, try to take a solo spot on the leaderboards. I had people who messaged me or like, did you switch classes or something like that? Because they were checking out the Demon Hunter leaderboards. And no, the answer is no. I didn't switch classes. I was playing a Demon Hunter, and I just, at the end of the season, I didn't care because Overwatch came out and, a while ago now, but Overwatch came out with a Halloween event, unlike, Diablo, other Blizzard games get events, for Halloween, for Christmas, for the summer, or whatever the case may be. Diablo, sorry, you get absolutely nothing. I mean, that's kind of just the way that it's been, but, for me, really, that's what I'm getting at. Season 7, really, there hasn't been anything going on. Season 8, it's looking to be more the same of Season 7, sadly. So for me, I'm going to be going for that stash tab, maybe grind out around 1,000 Paragons, something like that, and pretty much bid Season 8 adieu. So that's Season 7. That's Season 8. It's going to be a quicker video, I would assume. I do have quite a few tabs opened up, but I don't really have a ton to share about them. I just have some things that I do want to talk about. Now, Season 7... we are currently monitoring a DDoS attack against network providers, which is affecting latency/connections to our games. Hashtag Blizzard sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Blizzard doesn't suck. Hashtag Blizzard CS. The people at Blizzard, or whatever, the game developers, I really, enjoy the games that they create. So I was just kidding. Don't send Hitman out to get me or anything like that. I would very much appreciate you not doing that. But what I'm trying to point out is that Season 7 was loaded, absolutely loaded with DDoS attacks. And that was definitely one thing that was a proponent for me not wanting to push. I do believe that is proper English. If not, basically what I'm trying to say is I didn't want to push. Things got very monotonous for me in Season 7, and I died to DDoS attacks, and it feels bad, man. I wish there was something in place that they could implement so to avoid things like this when their servers completely just wipe or they get DDoS attacked in a big portion of, the United States or whatever country that you're from, a big portion of the player base gets disconnected all at the same time. They should maybe thinking about doing a little bit of rollbacking for those hardcore players. And I realize the hardcore community is about this big compared to, everybody else who's playing Diablo. So it's probably not something that they're ever going to look into. But, hey, when Diablo 3 actually hits maintenance mode, because apparently, Diablo 3 is not in maintenance mode, which we're going to be talking about in just a little bit. So that's pretty much it for the DDoS attacks. Now they have Play Your Way Thursday. That came out, again, I do believe, during this season or the beginning of, Season 7, one or the other. Don't really have anything to share about that. It is still Play Your Way Thursday. Chris Metzen retired. Okay, now this, I don't have a ton to share, but I've been playing Blizzard games since the very beginning of Blizzard games for the most part. I missed a few of the early ones on Super Nintendo or whatever they were. But, since Blizzard has been putting out computer games, I have been playing them. As soon as Warcraft came out, boom, I'm on the hype train. I was playing it. As soon as the beta or whatever came out, I think there was a little bit of you just kind of got one map and you were able to play it and test it out and everything. I was doing all that jazz. And then, the game came out. You bought the game. And Warcraft 2 came out. And then all these other games, StarCraft, Diablo, things that have drawn me into the Blizzard company itself. Chris Metzen has had an absolute metric ton to do with these games that we love and enjoy so much right now. So big shout out to Chris Metzen. It is well deserved, brother. Take it easy. enjoy your family and whatever else you're going to be doing with your time. Oh, hey, what do you know? We're currently monitoring a DDoS attack. Yeah. So DDoS attacks, as I was saying in season 7, they just kept hitting and hitting and hitting. 4 or 5 times, I think I was like dealing with DDoS attacks. I'm sure it's bad timing, partially on my part, but a lot of attacks did hit Battle.net. Oh wait, no, it's not Battle.net. That's right. Battle.net is now Blizzard Tech. So we have Chris Metzen, who's leaving Blizzard. Battle.net is not really gone, but they changed the name, and I wish they would have called it Blizzard.net instead of Blizzard Tech. But hey, whatever. Okay, or whatever. Blizzard.net. I think I would have liked it. BNet. That's pretty much what we call it for short. Am I going to start calling things Blizzard Tech? No, because I can't. And, it's within my rights to still call it Battle.net if I want to. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Kind of sad to see that go. Same thing, I guess, kind of along the lines of Chris Metzen, but not, necessarily in the same context. Battle.net has been a huge part of Blizzard, and the backbone. What is Battle.net? We're still going to have all the exact same things. They're just changing the name of it to confuse people less. The Developer Chronicles. This is something that I was pretty jacked about, pretty hyped. They came out and Wyatt Chang's first one was talking about Wrath the Wayset for the Barbarian. They've come out and talked about eras now. They've come out and talked about gameplay and everything. So it's good to see that the Diablo developers, because apparently this game is still under development, kind of, or new content's going to be coming out. I don't know if that classifies as development. I guess it does, right? Should. Why not? But it's good to see that the developers are actually doing something for the community base, because from playing Overwatch, they're constantly, now it's a new game and Diablo is much older, but they are constantly hitting us up with, hey, this is what we're looking at doing. This is what's going to be going on, in the long-term future. This is what's going to be going on in the short-term future. And this is what's going to be on the PTR right now. It's like, they're very open, and they're always coming out with videos and sharing things with people. And, they're like, hey, this is something that we're looking into doing. It may not hit the game. Man up, deal with it. It may not hit the game, but we're telling you and we're hitting you with information right now. I absolutely love that. Some people are going to rage at them. Please, Blizzard, don't listen to the ragers. If something doesn't hit the game, like the Devil's Hand or whatever it was for Diablo or PvP, but that's a little bit different because they said PvP was going to be out before the game released. Okay, still waiting on patch 1.1, please, Blizzard. But that's pretty much it for that. I can just keep rambling on. We have 2 members of the Lizard Squad that were charged. Lizard Squad was in season 6 or 5, were a cause of a lot of the DDoS attacks on Blizzard games. Don't really have too much to say about this. It's good to see that justice is being served. But when I was reading through this, I didn't read through all of it, but just Diablo fans, little teaser here. The federal authorities announced charges in Chicago against 2 19-year-old men who allegedly orchestrated attacks with online whatever. Basically, these kids are kids, okay? I don't want to see the book thrown at them. Yeah, they may have done some shady things. I don't know exactly what went on. Maybe some actions need to be taken, but if they were just running around DDoSing people, they're kids, dude. They're kids. I know we all hate them. Like, Lizard Squad was something that we just wanted to throw under the bus and say, fare thee well to you, good sir. But you're kids, man. I'm not saying cut them a break, but just don't throw the book at them, eh? All right, that may not be the most popular thing to say, but I don't care. But if they did some really shady things, hey, I'm just talking about the DDoS attacks in particular. I don't care what else they did, honestly. BlizzCon will be featuring Diablo's 20th anniversary party. What's going to be in store? They really have not said. If you want to pause it or whatever and read the blue text that's up on the screen there, I'm pointing at it like you can see what I'm pointing at, but you can't see the screen there, unfortunately, unless I did this. I was like, blue. But that's not really going to help you. So what's going to be in store? I honestly don't know. Now they have a Diablo 3 Season 8 Journey Tracker, and this is pretty cool. I used this for Season 7. They had one. You just kind of go to DiabloFans.com. I can leave a link in the description down below. I was going to say in the description.com, but I don't. That's probably a website, but don't go over there because I don't know what it is. But go to diablofans.com. Link will be in the description, and you can click on this page here, or I'll just leave a link to this in particular. You don't have to go to Diablo Fans and then reroute you here. But what you can do, if you're interested in knowing what you have to complete to get your Hadric's Gift, to get your free set in the season, to start things off, to get you a little bit of a power spike or a huge power spike, depending on the class that you're playing, where you are with your gear and everything, that 6-piece set bonus can be absolutely devastating, jump you up a ton of tournament levels, and get you all set for the season. So what are you going to have to do? Basically, you can go through these lists, read all of these. Oh, that's weird. I'm like controlling that now. There is something seriously wrong with my computer, and I apologize for that. But I want to scroll through these. I'm just going to stop. But as you can see, if you do chapters 2, 3, 4, and of course chapter 1, you are going to be able to get your final piece of Hadric's Gift. If you look down at the bottom here, your first piece, or your first 2 pieces, your second 2 pieces, and then your last 2 pieces to give you that 6-piece set bonus. I'm just going to leave that in. I'm sure you heard what I said. And then the last thing, I did just want to talk briefly about, because it is Diablo's 20th anniversary, and they are actually going to be coming out with new content, apparently, in future patches for Diablo. This has got to be the most exciting news because, hey, Season 9, Season 10, I don't know, we might actually get some new content. It's interesting to see that they have, they're putting more work into the game. I personally thought or think that there's something else going on behind the scenes, and maybe this is just to hold us over for a while. Maybe Diablo's dying. Maybe Diablo 3 isn't dying. I don't know. I can't see their numbers of players, but I do know that my friends list, it hasn't tapered off too much the past 2, 3 seasons, something like that. The previous seasons, season 1 to season 2, a lot of people fell off, season 2 to season 3, and so on. But the last, 2 or 3, I really haven't seen a decline in the player base as much as, it's just the people who are playing are still playing, the people who aren't still aren't. Once in a while, somebody will leave, somebody will come back, and it seems to have evened itself out pretty much. I'm not saying that it's a huge, huge player base or anything like that. But the first day, November 4th, this is for BlizzCon. This is their little thing. Anything in red here, you can see, is going to be for Diablo. So join the Diablo 3 development team for a look back on 2 decades in Sanctuary and get a first look at our plans to celebrate the occasion. Who knows? What are they going to celebrate? I don't know, man. Diablo art and design. Boom. They don't really have anything to share with that. Just 3D modeling. Got some people's names, traditional drawings. What's that going to be? I don't know. We'll see. Diablo 3 Dev Talk and Q&A. This is probably my favorite panel for Diablo 3 every, I was going to say season, but every BlizzCon. They pretty much, except for maybe the last one, but I think even last one, they had a little bit of a Q&A. There was just like one panel. That was it. Diablo 3 was done. But I think they had a Q&A and everything. And sometimes people actually ask some good questions. And sometimes they actually do give some good answers. Now, other times, people go up there and they ask the Diablo developers something that they just could have asked the community manager on the forums. They would have happily responded, and that would have been that. But no, they decide to waste everyone's time at Blizzard. If you're going to go up there, you better have some good beep. You better have some good questions, okay? You better have some good questions. That's all I can say. So that's pretty much it. That's all I had to talk about. Personal life, who cares about that? I've been busy. So I am Chrome on Rust for Core Expert Gaming. As always, thanks for stopping by the channel. Like, subscribe if you would. And of course, as always, you all have a great day.
You're ready to do some damage. Heroes never die. Heilstrahl aktiviert. I'm on fire.
Double, triple kill. Quadruple kill.